Lightheaded. Hope I don't black out. No, it's not happening. Oh, pain me on my eyes. But that passes. If I can feel the pain beyond my eyes, it means I'm not passing out. Okay, it's alright, stood up too quick. Have a postural hypotension thing going on with a high blood pressure, which is not a good combination because it means you can completely black out on standing up, which sometimes happens. Back to a second part of the review of the shoulder stabilizer. Now, as I was walking along, I could operate with the camera closest to me, and I could see the screen flipped out, but I was having a bit of an issue because it wasn't perfect, and I thought, well, hang on, I'm just wrapping my bag around my bike handles. Well, hang on a moment, because there are two other pieces. Now, I'd actually put it on once before with all three pieces on it. That doesn't include the base piece. No, wait a minute, I'm getting this wrong. No, with the base piece you have two other pieces. There's like an extension arm. I can't show it here, it's in the bag and I've zipped it all up. And then there's like a sort of bridge that only sort of stretches forward about 2.5–3 inches, but the arm is sort of on a gradual incline of about 3 inches, so you can have the camera way out in front of you. But I just thought, well, what if I just use the last piece, because the camera can't attach to the arm directly. There's no, the bolt going into the camera is too long, and there's no tightening screw nut on it. So the other two pieces have the tightening nuts, but the middle piece, just the extension arm, doesn't. So you can only use the arm with this sort of rising bit. Well, I'll put the rising bit directly onto the base bit, and that's working a lot better. I still wish it was slightly further away, because I'm still having trouble focusing. I can see the sort of screen, but it's taking me a little bit of time to see whether the picture's focused or not, which in my case could make me miss shots, because I always do filming. My main thing is filming and photographing wildlife. Well, I do a lot of things, I suppose, but in that instance, you know, I probably have to just sort of press the shutter release and hope. If I put it on bird watching mode or continuous shooting, I'm going to have to put it on continuous shooting while on automatic. It seems it never seems to be an option in the menu, but I'll have to look at that again. I don't see why you can't have continuous shooting with auto mode. I'm sure I've had that before. But anyway, yeah, working, yeah, it's a bit better. If the screen on the P90 just sort of bent that way a little bit, just a little bit more dexterous, it'd be perfect. It's just slightly under perfect. It'd probably be alright with the arm on, you know, you'll see it well enough, you know, it worked fine. I just sort of left it off to see what it was like. And I thought as I walked along, because the arm is out, you know, your body's moving, so as you get further away from your body with a camera, the movement is going to be exaggerated more. It's like my finger, right? The base of my finger, as I do that, doesn't move as much as the tip of my finger, if you understand what I mean. And my elbow, which you can't see, will be moving even less. It's like a seesaw, you know. If you think of a seesaw where one end is twice as long as the other, when you go up, you'll be at the same height as you normally are, but when the other person goes up, they'll be at twice the height. It's that sort of the mathematics behind it. It's just physics really. So I don't know, maybe I should have just left it with the long arm on just to see. I mean, it's not too bad as it is, you know, but it just might be less strain on my eyes with the whole thing attached. I just thought it might look a bit odd. Don't know why I care about that. Anyway, yeah, it's not bad. If you lean, I'm going to lean on it now. I'm going to put my hand on the actual arm. Obviously that's not going to do anything about my body movements, but any sort of movement there is in the... You could probably get away with doing a panoramic like this if you were really, really clever with your feet. You could probably do a slow panoramic. Thus so. Probably could go a bit slower. Actually slightly dizzy. So much for the metaclopramide. Oh, am I about to be blessed with a orange tip? No, it's a small white. Just heard a noise behind me. I don't know if that rustle was picked up. I sometimes get this walking along here and I don't know what it is that does it. It would be nice to see voles again. I did see one last year, hopefully at the site. I was actually planning to head there today. It was supposed to be turning cloudy. So I decided to go somewhere a bit more local, but on the bike, because I just need to get some bike miles in. There she is. Do a little run round of the bike. There's my Carter camera bag. It's going to have... Oh yes, I could announce that, couldn't I really? That bag, in about 2 weeks' time, is going to carry 2 cameras, possibly 3. I've managed to find my old battery for my Nikon S8200 compact, which still films in 1080p, which could be useful in some situations. Weird. Must be the light catching them. I keep thinking they're orange whites and they're small whites. Yes, I'm going to be adding a camera, and it is a waterproof camera, and I'm going to do some submerged filming of aquatic life throughout the rest of the summer, which I annoyed I didn't think about this camera before, but I thought there'd be silly prices like the price of what I'm holding here, and it was hard enough getting this to replace the Sony Cybershot. It's HX 300, but now this camera I've spotted is a reasonable cost, and with a couple of attachments, and I can even use it with what I've got here. I'm just tapping when I'm riding. Yeah, I've got a few ideas for some. Well, some of them won't be unique, but they'll be interesting, but others will be unique because I've got an eye for spotting things, and if I have a camera and I start looking for those things again, I will see a lot of things, therefore I will film a lot of things. So yes, look forward to that. Probably start in about 3 weeks' time. The videos will start appearing with any luck, weather permitting. This week is going to be a bit of a washout. Not much in the way of sun. So hopefully by the time I get the camera, everything will be back to like this or better, clearer skies. Fingers crossed and all that jazz.